Manitoba Liquor Marts presents Great Tastes of Manitoba. Great Tastes is brought to you by foodmanitoba.ca. Local farms, local foods.
Hello, great to have you. This is Great Tastes of Manitoba. I am Ace Burpee, and this is going to be, I guarantee you, a strong contender for Show of the Year. Sarah Cahill is with us. Dairy Farmers of Manitoba, you fired up?
I am.
It's going to be good.
It's gonna be
Al
awesome.
Bonus will join us at the end. He's going to shop while we're cooking, and he's going to attempt to pair our dishes, which are going to be what?
We are making a sweet potato soup with a lime garnish on top. This is one of those soups where you want to make sure you make the garnish. It's delicious.
Okay.
We're also making a white pizza. Now the white pizza is like a non-traditional pizza, so we don't have a pizza sauce on it. We're going to use some great Canadian cheeses with that pizza, and we're actually going to make one of those cheeses.
We're going to make a cheese and put it on the white pizza, and it's going to be awesome. And then the third one is also great.
Third one is a Parmesan artichoke dip. It's a great crowd pleaser for sure to enjoy.
This is going to be really exciting, and I'm curious about the sweet potato soup. First of all, is it served hot?
It is. It's served warm. Yeah, it's served hot as well. And then the garnish on top is a little bit cooler.
And it's quite thick?
It is. It's a thicker soup, absolutely. It's a blenderized soup. It's a sweet soup, and then the lime dressing gives it sort of that citrusy punch.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, buddy.
I've got some interesting ideas. We'll
Good
see.
luck.
I'm excited.
All right, so we're going to get started on the sweet potato and lime soup.
You got it.
So
So
we've
you're
got
already
something in
started.
here. Yeah, what's this?
We've got some onions and garlic, which we were sauteing. We've also added some chili powder, so you can smell it really nice, sort
smells
of
good.
like smoky aroma. It's really good.
Okay.
And so once the onions are nice and sort of soft, it's time to add our sweet potatoes. I like to add the sweet potatoes first so you don't get splashed back from your broth. Basically just cubed sweet potato, which I've peeled. I'll let you add those. Try to
All
get
of
them
these?
You can add them all. Yeah, it's about 2 large sweet potatoes. Use your hands, it's okay.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll know why.
There's a runaway sweet potato, and I'm sorry, and I knew it would happen.
And so this is why we add it before we add the broth, because it can be a little bit
You're
precarious.
right. You're a smart lady, Sarah.
And so now we're going to add some chicken broth to
Okay.
that. And so basically it's just going to cook in the chicken broth. So we're going to let it cook for about 20 minutes, bring it back to a boil, then reduce the heat to a bit of a simmer.
How do you know when sweet potato for this purpose is ready? Like
You know it's ready when you can pretty much mash it with the back of a spoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when it's mashable, it's ready for the next step, and the next step is blenderizing it. So I like to use what's called an immersion blender.
I went to French immersion.
Did you? So did I.
Did you really?
I did, yeah. Good stuff.
Awesome.
So you use your immersion blender.
Yeah.
Works really well. If you don't have an immersion blender, you can feel free to use your home blender that you would make
Can I just mash it?
smoothies in. You could totally mash it, yeah.
Okay.
So it's however you like, however sort of smooth you want your soup.
Okay, so this becomes this after blenderizing.
That's right. And so you'll see it's nice and thick. So we don't want it quite that thick. So what we're going to do is add some milk to it.
Nice.
So the milk thins out the soup, but it also gives some extra nutrition.
Great.
So we've used a low-fat milk here, so that could be a 1%, 2%, or skim milk.
And you know what? So we started with sweet potato, which is also super good for you.
It's
This is
a
awesome.
great source of vitamin A. It's considered one of those dark orange vegetables. We're supposed to have at least 1 dark orange vegetable
You want
each
color.
day.
You
That's
want
right.
color.
And the color too, nutrition
Yeah.
and color. So we're also going to add some yogurt. So what the
Does it-
yogurt's going to do is thicken it up.
Does it make a difference depending on what type of milk you're using, what type of yogurt you're using? Is there any?
It doesn't make a difference, but the reason why we're using milk and yogurt is to keep it a lower fat recipe. So I would use a low fat yogurt, a low fat milk, and that way, you know, we're keeping it a low fat, but while maintaining that nutritional value.
Okay.
Right? Okay, and so
It's gonna be great. What's
always
that?
a little bit of salt. I
Sure.
know salt's not good
Yeah,
for you, but
fire
a
it in
little
there.
bit makes it taste fantastic. So add the salt in there. It's salt to taste as much as you want. And then some fresh ground pepper on top of that.
Great.
I like pepper, I don't know about you.
Love
There
it.
we go. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it back up to a simmer, then turn it off. We don't wanna boil it because the milk's in there and so on.
Right.
So in the meantime, while we're letting it heat, we're gonna make that garnish I was telling you about.
Okay.
So this is the lime garnish. We're also using some more yogurt.
Same yogurt as we used before?
That's correct.
Okay.
If you want to add the lime juice.
Can do.
Got a couple teaspoons of lime.
Nice.
We've also got some lime zest, so that's the outside of the lime. So we're gonna
All
put
of
that
it?
in there, all of it. Yeah, it's gonna give you some great flavor. You can whisk that all together.
Sarah bought a new whisk. I'm not gonna lie, she's extremely excited about her new whisk, and I like it as well. This is
Anything
unfair
mini.
that I'm using it first. Is this how you whisk?
Yeah, that's exactly how you whisk. Great
I'm
job.
gonna state for the record that this is the first time I've whisked.
Well, you're
in my
doing
life.
it like a pro.
My mom used to play a card game called Whisk. I remember.
Never
It's
played card
English.
game.
I don't know if it's fun. I have no idea.
All card games are fun.
Okay.
So you're good. And basically, once our soup is done, we can portion it out into a bowl.
Yep.
And we put the cold sort of lime garnish on top.
Very nice.
Do not omit the garnish. It is so tasty. It's so good. The sweet with the citrus is just.
It's essential.
It is essential. So if you wanted to just sort of drizzle it on, dollop
Can't
it
I
on,
make
however
like a
you
little
want.
design?
You most certainly can.
If you can guess the design as I do it.
I'm gonna guess a big A.
No.
No.
Ready?
Okay.
Anything? Stay with me. You're gonna get it. Anything?
I don't know yet.
You can do it. I know you can.
It's pressure.
Right here is where the.
Is it a D?
Nope.
Is it a heart?
It is. Yes.
Yay!
Someone in the crew said it. It's the province of Manitoba.
Oh, very good.
Well done.
Very nice.
Good start. Can I have just
Absolutely.
a tiny bit?
Make sure you get some soup and some garnish in there.
We're going to, I think we're going to do the artichoke dip last. After the break, this is, everyone's been talking about it all day since we saw it on your little thing. She gave us a preview of what she was going to make today, and it said white pizza, and we're fired up. And we're going to make our own cheese. It's going to be exceptional. So, Dairy Farmers of Manitoba, Sarah Cahill will stay with us. Come right back after these.
Is it good?
You're the best.